Welcome, boys and girls. We have another fun camping trip to share with you guys today. We are about 20 minutes south of Big Lake here in Arizona, and we rolled into camp pretty late last night. It was about quarter after 11 that we pulled up to a spot that we had no idea what it looked like, just to get some shut-eye. And I think we got kind of lucky with our spot, nice and level, and kind of a decent view of the sky and, just the trees and everything around us. This is not the ultimate spot, though. We do want to go a little further south so we could camp next to the Black River. So yeah, we're just relaxing for the minute. It is kind of early in the morning. And then we are going to start heading to that camp spot. So let's get into it. Well, we are all packed up and ready to go. The next campsite is like 3 or 4 miles down the road, so no need to film. So I will catch you guys at that next camp spot, and hopefully we have a beautiful view of the Black River. Well, after about 20 minutes on the forest road, we are at camp. There is some people around. It is a campground, but we are in the very back part of it at the very last campsite with about maybe 100 yards separating us between the closest camper. And we have an amazing spot. We're about 25 feet away from the river. I'll show you guys right now. Yeah, this is perfect. What do you think? Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Really close to the river. What I like too, there's a little trail going along the side. I would like to take a chair, go into the middle of it or up at those rocks up there and just hang out. Just sit in the chair, hear the water, put my feet in it and relax. Have probably way too many trail sodas and just hang out. But yeah, this is amazing. It's not too deep. It's maybe a couple feet in some spots. 2.5 feet deep in some spots, but this is exactly what we wanted. This is amazing. Yeah, this is perfect. All right, it's still early enough, so we're gonna make some breakfast here shortly. We got something cool planned out for breakfast, and excited to show you guys that also. Did we bring any, yeah, I'll just get it up to a ball.
Hey guys, we recently changed up our bedding setup. We used to always camp with a couple wool blankets and they were really just scratchy and shedding a lot and just weren't really the most convenient option. So a couple years ago, I came across the Born Outdoor booth at Overland Expo and I picked up their Sierra quilt. They do a whole bedding setup, but we like to just sleep with quilts. And so the Sierra quilt is going to have a down filling. It's really good for winter camping, snow camping, anything really cold. I have been warm with this blanket when it's like 15 to 20 degrees outside. And sometimes I'm almost sweating in it. It really helps trap heat. James picked one up at our last expo as well, because he knew how much I liked mine. And actually at expo, he didn't have a very warm blanket setup, and they were kind enough to let us use their display blanket for those couple nights so James could stay warm. And you know, just great customer service from them. So he picked one up, and then when we got back from expo, I knew we were going to be summer camping, so I picked up their Baja quilt, which is going to be more of a synthetic fill. It's not going to trap quite as much heat, but still keeps you warm. I slept with just this in shorts and a tank top last night, and I think it was around 60 degrees, and I was more than warm. So they're really a great option. They pack down really small. They come with little stuff sacks to put them in, to where they pack down to about that big. And they can also clip together, which is nice, which I think is partly the feature for the whole bedroll setup that they do. But if I want to layer them, I can literally just snap them together, have both. They're a really great option. So we actually have an affiliate link down below in the description of the video if you're interested in checking out their products.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make us some breakfast burritos since Natalie did it in the Sedona camping video. Gotta switch it up a little bit though. I got some instead of some crumbled sausage, I picked up some fajita chicken. Just sounds good. Some chicken breakfast burritos. Get the tortillas out, throw those to the side, get the little stove going a little bit. Yeah, try to get this cooked pretty quickly. Alright, that is going to be amazing.
No, I don't want that.
Okay.
Tilt.
It is starting to sprinkle, so I think we're going to find a dry spot. And yeah, since we don't have our awning, I'll go over there with you guys a little later. But yeah, it's starting to pour pretty decent. Me and Natalie finished our burritos. Now we are relaxing up in the tent because it is raining pretty good outside. I did zip up the bug net, so we are hanging out in the tent, just watching the rain fall. But we're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna watch Anchorman, and we're gonna relax and wait out the rain. And then from there, I want to hang out by the river with a couple trail sodas. Well, as me and Natalie were laying in the tent watching the rain fall, we seen a little cabin in the distance, so we're taking the trail up to kind of see what that is. Just do a little bit of exploring while we're out here, and kind of see more of the area that we are camping in. This is insanely beautiful. How green this area is, it kind of reminds me of like what Oregon, Washington type area. So yeah, this is amazing. So let's see what this little cabin is. You can see all the game trails coming through the bushes and everything, where maybe elk and deer, other animals kind of go through and get to the river, or find a little spot to bed down in the bushes, stay warm or dry. Look at that rock face up there. That is amazing. This part of the state is one of my new favorites to camp. It's a little bit of a drive. It's about a 5-hour drive from the house, but I'd say it's worth it, in my opinion. Not terribly far. Just leave on a Friday night, roll in a little after dark, then the next day go find a camp spot like what we did. See how Natalie's crossing first. She has the better flip-flops than me. I got the Crocs in sport mode. Oh, that's a little chilly. These rocks are a little slippery. Almost slipped and fell. Alright. And we are out. Okay. Yeah, we got what looks like maybe poison ivy. Maybe, I don't know yet. I'd say that could be. Who knows? But alright, let's just avoid touching any of that. Slowly make our way through. Okay. Alright, we're out. Not a bad little area back here. Yeah, it could literally just be a bathroom for like an old campground or something. It doesn't look nearly as large from the cabin as from the tent as we thought. It looked like a kind of a roof of a cabin. Whatever. Yeah, there's one more over there too in the distance. That looks like a legit outhouse over there through the trees. Maybe after checking out this one over here, we'll walk over to that one. Alright, here it is. I think I might throw like a pine cone or a stick at it. I think it's literally a bathroom. Is it a bathroom? Wow, the mysterious building we thought in the woods was literally a bathroom. Yay! Yeah, so what, men's and women's? So I guess in a pinch we could go to the mysterious building in the woods to use the restroom. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Alright. Okay, we'll go check out the other building, or the little shed thing over here. Well, that was pretty uneventful. Yeah, I guess it's just the restroom. We're walking over to this other building now that looks like an outhouse.
I forged a river for a bathroom.
Yep, Natalie braved a raging rapid to look at a Forest Service bathroom. Alright, let's go check out this other one. Yeah, that's 1,000% an outhouse. It looks like the area we've been walking through is a old part of the campground we're in. It looks like that they closed it off. There is some concrete barriers right next to the river, so maybe people in the past could cross the river in their vehicle and then drive through this whole area and camp back here and everything. And then these are just old bathrooms from that, because there is some signage and stuff like that through here. Maybe the fire that ripped through here a long time ago destroyed a lot of this area, and it just wasn't in the budget or worth it to kind of rebuild this half, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's steel. It's a steel building. It's open. Maybe there's a guy sleeping in here. Oh. Oh boy. That's seen better days. Yeah, there's like a nest right there. Yeah. That's gross. Very old vault toilet. Little green mat to clean your feet off. Yeah. Paint's peeling off. You know this is old. This is an old bathroom. R143. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you can see there's the cover. I guess to pump it out and whatnot. So we are heading back to camp. I need to explain to you guys or tell you why I got rid of. We're going with a different setup for our awning and our shower room. Nothing too crazy, but once we get back to camp, I can explain it to you guys. Visualize it better and show you. All right, we are back at camp and relaxing, getting some energy drinks in us. And I want to explain some of the changes that we are doing to the truck, or that we are kind of in the progress of doing. First thing is we got rid of our 180 degree awning and we're going with a 270 awning. It is the Taruka Adventure Gear awning. So it's the same brand we had as before. Is just their updated 270 degree awning that's going to be going on the side of the truck. It's going to be going on top of the rack right below the tent right here. They are sending me out some heavy duty brackets to go along with that. So it will sit a lot higher. And I know one issue I had with the 180 being mounted on the side of the rack and not the top is I could not open the driver's side door because of just clearances with the top of the door frame here and with the arm of the 180 awning itself. So with those brackets, heavy duty brackets, and being on top of the rack, I should easily be able to clear the top of the door, so I have access to that door and half of the cab. But since it's a 270, it goes all the way around, so it will have the same coverage, if not more, as the 180 on the side here, but then it will go around and completely cover the tailgate area. So it'll cover the tailgate, the fridge, everything that is down here that won't get, rained on or snowed on or anything like that. One other thing about the awning too is it will go around the back of the truck and it should be about level with the tent right here. And it has, or the one I ordered has a window. It is a D zip window. So it's the shape of a D and it completely zips open like a flap. So you could go in through the bottom of the awning, and then if we wanted, we could put our ladder like retainers right here. So we could go from the bottom underneath the awning through the awning and into the tent itself if we really wanted to, as a way to get in and out of the tent through the awning. And then what I like about that is they sell a wall kit that goes with the 270 awning room. So you could have a fully enclosed room as part of your 270 awning. You have that D zip window and you could climb from your enclosed room through and into your tent if you want. Just so like if we're snow camping or, it's really, really crappy weather, we could camp, or we could stay in the room with the diesel heater or anything like that to stay warm. And then when we want to, crawl up into the tent, we don't even need to go really outside. We could just go straight from the room into the tent itself. Then going around here, we are getting their newest version of their shower room. So it'll still be fully enclosed with a floor and with a roof, but there's like a mesh section along the front that allows airflow and light in, but still keeps it really, blacked out so no one could see in or anything like that. So you still have all of your privacy. That is going to go right on the side, just like the old one did. And, yeah, I'm extremely happy to get both of those things to kind of update it on the truck. I've wanted a 270 since the beginning, but since I had the 180 on the Jeep, it was just really easy to transfer it to the truck itself. And then going around the back here, you guys might have noticed this. We have gotten a new fridge. This one is absolutely perfect for weekend trips. It is a RF25 from Set Power. They sell them all over Amazon. I really liked how this one looked. And the Dometic is sweet. Like we still have that one, but it is absolute overkill for a weekend trip. Yeah, we had that for Overland Expo, and we put, how many trail sodas did we put in that Dometic? Yeah, like 40 or 50 trail sodas in there with 5-6 days worth of food and like 20-25 bottles of water. So that's more than enough for long trips, but for weekend trips, for what we're doing, this is absolutely perfect. I do want to get a cover for it. This is our first trip with it. It is very lightweight. It only weighs a little bit over 20 pounds. It does have this little shelf that I just put our sauces in, and then everything else that needs to be cool on that side. Yeah, we have a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner in there. 6 energy drinks, like 6 bottles of water, and about 7 or 8 beers, or trail sodas, sorry. And there's more than enough room for what we need to do on a weekend trip. So I'm extremely happy with this one. It was cheap too. I got on Amazon Prime Day special, so it was like $200 with shipping and tax and everything to the house. And I tested about 4 days before we left on this trip, and 0 issues with it. It's working beautifully as an app. It has everything that we need. So I think once I get a cover for it, this is our go-to fridge for weekend trips, like what we do, you know, being weekend warriors. And then that Dometic, if we have the time to take longer trips or anything like that, then we have that fridge already on hand. And yeah, it's I'm very surprised with this little fridge. It's very efficient, holds more than enough food, drinks, everything like that for us, and it still works with the fridge slide, obviously. I do want to cut some 2x4s to kind of take up the distance, or the gap in here, so it's not sliding around as we are on the trail and on the road, just to help keep it protected and everything. But yeah, 0 issues with this fridge. But that is some of the changes that we are doing to the truck. We're still extremely happy with the tent. 0 issues with it, other than like the ceiling tape falling off. But this thing lives on the roof of the truck in the Arizona summer in the heat. So that adhesive on that tape, I'm not surprised with it falling off. I mean, it gets extremely hot, so can't really blame it. But I am very happy about these upgrades coming to the truck soon. We'll have videos. I want to do a longer term review on the fridge after, 5 or 10 trips, just to, kind of let you guys know about how it is and see if it is a good option for a budget. And then I want to do install videos on the shower room and the awning, or probably just both of them in one video, to kind of show you guys the new features and everything, and see if that's a good option for your guys' setups. All right, so we have a couple trail sodas in us now, and we are going to make some burgers for dinner. I got some Wagyu beef patties, got some really good cheddar cheese, some really, really tasty barbecue sauce, and some buns that we're going to toast up on the skottle. Natalie did make some really good spinach dip that we're going to have as a side. So we're going to be cooking that up, enjoying some trail sodas, and just listening to the river. Put it on yours first. Of course. It's not the prettiest, but yeah, those burgers shrunk quite a bit, and then yeah, all the juices from the Wagyu didn't really want to throw the cheese in on that, so we just tossed the cheese on top. But plenty of barbecue sauce. Not half bad. Well, we just finished dinner and it was very good. After that, me and Natalie spent about 20 to 25 minutes cleaning up trash just from the other campsites and spots that people were using throughout the day. We did clean out a large fire pit right next to our camp. A lot of trash. I kind of wish I found some mail in there. So then get some of these people in trouble, because come on, this is all of our land. Quit making a mess out of it. But we're just gonna relax, have a few trail sodas, take showers, relax, and kind of call it a night. It is getting a little late, and I know up here in the mountains with the trees it gets dark quick, so we're gonna get this stuff done, relax in bed, watch a movie, and call it a night. So I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm just gonna do some packing up tonight, so then it is a quick pack up in the morning so we can hit the road, because we have a lot of driving to get home. About 2 to 250 miles just to loop around the highways to end up back home, because we have work Monday. Well, boys and girls, we are all packed up and ready to go. We have a heck of a drive home, about 4 to 5 hours, and we have work tomorrow. But I did want to go over a couple things that I kind of noticed while we're camping and what I kind of want to improve. First thing is our water setup. Mainly how to get the water out of the jug and onto our hands or to cleaning dishes. We just have the 2 3-gallon Dometic jugs, and we have to have 2 people to pour them. One to pour the jug onto the other person's hands, as vice versa. So I want to come up with a pump setup just to make it extremely easy, so that we can use these things without moving jugs and water around and all of that stuff. So that's kind of the first thing I want to improve. And the second thing is just more organization. Maybe put a few more things in totes, just kind of keep it a lot more organized, so we're not digging and searching for things to cook or whatnot like that. But I am extremely happy with the fridge. That footprint of the fridge, taking up that tiny amount of space on the slide, is perfect for us for weekend trips. So I'm extremely happy with that setup. Now, I think we're going to be rolling with that for the time being until we do longer trips and, longer times we're out camping. Then we'll throw the Dometic in the back of the truck. Yeah, we're all packed up, ready to go. So if you've gotten this far, I really appreciate it. It means the world to us that you're watching the channel and subscribing and liking the videos. And also, if you like this video, like it and subscribe to the channel for more of our adventures. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.